Alright, hello there. Got another pickup here. This one was actually from a friend of mine, just buying stuff that he had that I didn't have for the collection that I wanted. So on this, I won't go over the price, but I did pay basically what these are worth. For a friend, of course, I'll pay, the average price that, like Price Charting showed and eBay showed. Not looking to get a cheap deal. Like I am with the other stuff that I usually buy. But I was happy to do it, help him sell some of the stuff, and get some. Actually, he had some nice titles, as you can see, and some stuff that really helps out. Definitely expanding my Pokemon collection. Gotten quite a few in a hurry, it seems like. And adding a few more here today, so that's good. So let me go ahead and go over what we have here. First, so Kami, PS2. I feel like I never see this game for PS2. I have the copy for the Wii, the one that has like the IGN watermark on it. Kind of funny, but I was happy to be able to get it for PS2 because of course I'm going for a complete set, so I need it anyway for that. But that was pretty cool. Okay, for NES, he did have a copy of Back to the Future. Little sticker on the back there. This one's got plenty of stickers that I'll have to try to get off, but this is Twin Cobra. I think that's a helicopter shooter. Pretty cool. For handhelds, we got Kirby's Dream Land 2, which is a nice one to get. Happy to see that. Pokemon Blue. I have red and yellow, so I was happy to get blue. And if you might recall, I got copies of the boxes for those, so happy to get just a regular copy there. Golden Sun, Lost Age, GBA. I almost feel like I borrowed this from it at some point. I definitely had played this Golden Sun before, so I might have actually already had that copy from him, but don't remember. For DS, The World Ends With You. Kind of a weird kind of RPG-like game. I think I'd seen this played a few times, but I haven't actually played it. I got Bravely Second and Layer. I haven't. I played a little bit of Bravely Defaults, but I haven't really played through it or the second one, so I'm happy to get those. Pokemon Sun, one of the few 3DS ones I still didn't have, and there's Bravely Default there. Very nice. It is missing the manual. I don't know if it came with one, but just a card in the case there. And probably the best one of the bunch, Pokemon Black version. And that one is complete, so very nice to get that copy. Kind of complete those little more higher end Pokemon games. Very nice. But yeah, like I said, it was basically just a buy, picking up what he had. I might buy from him again in the future, but just a way for me to kind of get some stuff that I need and help make a sale. It's always good. All right, hello there. I got another pickup today, PlayStation and what Xbox actually game. This was a nice little surprise. Still kind of midweek for me. I went to a store that kind of does board games, comics, just kind of a general store. They have a lot of books too, actually. And I usually don't go there because the last times I went, they didn't have much of a selection, and they usually were kind of more expensive. But I did go in because I was looking for someone that would take some baseball cards that I had picked up, which they weren't going to. But the nice thing is that I looked over their games, of course, and I did find some nice prices on some common titles. So picked up a few things, as you can see. This is all just stuff for the collection, so it makes this nice. Haven't been picking up much for the collection lately, so I'm happy to get some titles, especially PlayStation. They had 5 on Strike Point. Very nice. These are all complete. Happy to get that. Tunnel B1. This was $3, which Very strange looking game. It's pretty cool. Cover's definitely odd. Grid Runner. This was 2. You know, and I don't know that I got any like crazy deals here, but you know, with this stuff I don't expect to. CD had a 10 on there, but it's not what they charged. Yeah, I picked up this Power Play Sports Trivia. It was only 2 as well. I'll do trivia games, even if it is a sports trivia game. But figured it was worth it. Case is coming apart on that one, but that's alright. But I'm always happy to add some PS1 games to the collection I didn't have. For PS2, they did have Stolen. Pretty cool. Complete there. And these, so that they didn't have a label on, they just did $1.95, so $2. It's a nice one. Mobile Light Force 2. Which I think is it's a shooter. Very cool. I think I've tried seeing this a lot, but I've never been able to get a good copy of it. Definitely one of those where I have to question if I have it. But I don't. I'm looking right now and I don't. So I was right to pick it up. Here's a weird one. DICE DNA Integrated Cybernetic Enterprises. It's a interesting looking one. It's in PSC. Yeah, I guess it's a fighter. The robots and dinosaurs, transforming dinosaurs. I don't know. But nice condition there. Very nice. And I picked up one Xbox 360 game, Eternal Sonata, which I think I have played before. I don't know if it came out on PS3 or where I would have played it, but you know, even for Xbox, I'll pick up like interesting RPGs and stuff like that, just because I may want to play it at some point. And this one was only $4. The DICE was 3, and the Mobile Light Force was 2. So good price, you know, for a game like that. I don't know how much it's worth, but I do feel like I've played this one. Definitely seems familiar, but still pretty awesome. So yeah, it was just a nice little surprise. I think it just reminds me that I should check these places again every so often, because a place that may have prices that are a little high, you know, after months and months they change their prices, and stuff that you know, their N64 stuff was still decently high. Same with SNES. You know, it's like $10 for a lot of common games, and only the sports games are cheap. And of course the good stuff is, you know, higher. But for stuff like this, where it's like, oh, they just had random PS1 and PS2 games along with their Xbox 360, they put the price down because they're just looking to sell it. And that works for me, because then I can pick these up for the collection and get a really good price. So it just reminded me that I need to do that more often, especially since it's a place in my hometown. You know, I should easily be able to drive over there and check it, you know, every so often. So pretty awesome. And that's all I had for this quick pickup. All right, hello there. Have another weekend of garage sailing. Went to a few pawn shops, but it was mostly garage sales. There's actually a lot on Friday this weekend. I'm not sure what the reason was, but I think I went to more on Friday, maybe the same amount, but I definitely went to a lot on Friday, and one of these garage sales definitely made the weekend pretty great, and that's what I'm showing you here. First part of that pickup, there's 2 parts to this one garage sale pickup. I went twice. I went on Friday and then I went back on Saturday. This person had advertised that they were selling a whole bunch of game consoles, a whole bunch of games on Facebook as a part of their garage sale. So, you know, of course, on Friday I went there. I was there like 5 minutes after they opened. Or no, like 5 minutes before. And I got worried because it was raining that morning, but it cleared up pretty quickly, so it was nice. Anyway, they had lots. I got there and they still had most of their stuff. Someone had bought all their Atari games. They had a bunch of Atari games, but they had 3 or 4 stacks of PS2 and Xbox games. And as you might expect, none of it was really that great. So as you can see, I did make a purchase. Like I said, I went 2 days. The first day, kind of my main goal was to get the Wii consoles. He had 50 on one and 40 on others, which is of course pretty high. But I was able to make a deal with him the first day, and these are in pretty good condition. This one's missing some of the things that might have been opened up at one point. But I'm pretty confident these work since he was asking for so much. And the first day I spent $100 on these 2 Wii systems. And as you can see, I have 2 sensor bars, 2 AV, and 2 power cables. So there was at least a full set of that for both of those. And then also 1 Wiimote with the back. And there's a Nyko joystick, but nunchuck, I probably won't use that. But that, and then I also bought, I'll show it a little bit, 4 Atari 2600 systems, and there's a whole bunch of controllers, as well as a PlayStation 1 console as well. So I'll show those in the next part. And that was the first day where I spent 100 on that. And my logic, of course, is that Wii's are going for pretty well, so I should be able to make the money back from that. And then hopefully the Ataris and stuff will turn out to work. So the second day I went back, and because he had mentioned to me, oh, I think I might have some Super Nintendos and a GameCube as well that I'm going to try to find for tomorrow. So I went back. I did go a little later because I wanted to hit up a community sale first. But I'm glad I still went back because he had 1 Super Nintendo, but he wanted $50. It was super yellowed, and he had like a sports game with it and a controller. So I didn't pick that up. But he had PlayStation 2 fat consoles for $20. So I picked those up. And these seem to be in decent condition. Of course, they're super dirty. It's possible that it's possible all these consoles are broken, but we'll find out. And this one has like a crazy Devil May Cry 2 set of stickers on it. I don't know if I'll keep that on there. Probably not. I don't think it would help the resale value of it. But otherwise, decent. And threw in a controller, and also I'll show you I have a Sega Genesis that it was included as well, and of course the controller. And I paid $56 for that, for all that. So the total was $156 for all this stuff. But I just got so many consoles that I think I'll do pretty well. Of course, there's a lot of testing, and I'm gonna have to see if I can get cables for a lot of this stuff. But overall, it was a pretty good buy. But let me go ahead and show the rest of the stuff. I'll go ahead and switch to that real quick. Okay, and here's the second part of that buy. Like I said, the first buy for 100 included 4 Atari 2600 systems. You can see they are, of course, incredibly dirty. But the good thing about them is that they don't appear to be physically broken in any way. As far as I can tell, anyway. They're actually pretty good. Just a lot of dirt on them. Obviously, he had them stored for a long time. And when I asked the guy about it, he said that he had bought just a huge lot of video game stuff. And he had sold a whole bunch of N64s and Super Nintendos and stuff like that. But I guess this is kind of his leftover stuff. So I think that's why he was willing to go pretty low on the price. There was 1 power cable, so that's nice. Definitely going to have to try to get some for this. But yeah, just a whole bunch of Atari 2600s. And I know what you're thinking is, oh, well, obviously this is broken stuff, right? So, and you may be right. It could be the case that I just literally bought the guy's broken stuff. I don't think so with all of it, especially the Wii's. That would be very strange if he was asking full price for those. But it's always possible. It's always the risk you take. But I think it's a good risk on this one. I think that most of the stuff should work. I'll be surprised if most of it doesn't. But yeah, one of these had the little converter there. Make it back to a coax. That's nice too. And part of that first buy, let me show real quick, is the this PlayStation. I just kind of checked it in. It is super yellowed, but it has the 3 component on the back, which I know makes them a little more desirable. So we'll see if I can get anything out of that, but I just kind of checked it in as we were negotiating about the price on everything. And of course the controllers were all a part of that $100 buy, so that kind of made it nice. There's like 4 original controllers, and then there's Gemstick. I don't know if that's special in any way. And there's 2 sets of Pong paddles here as well. One of these I think has like a ripped cable or a little bit of damage on the cable, so that one may not work, but still pretty good. I mean, it's just a lot of quantity. You know, I feel like I'm paying a little more than like what I'd like to for some of these things, but just getting so much quantity out of it, which is great. That second day, like I said, when I picked up the 2 PlayStations and the controller, I also picked up a Genesis. I think this is the Model 1 or something like that, but it seemed to be in pretty good condition. It's funny because I just picked up 2 other Genesis consoles in a previous buy that I had. So now I got a whole bunch of them. I might keep one of these because I don't have this model. That was pretty much it for that big buy. I was happy to be able to do that. I think I got a pretty good deal. It's going to take a lot of work, of course, to clean these up and get the cables for them, test them out. We'll see how that goes.